So, all right, how's it going, guys? Okay, getting this straight here. Don't give me no flapjack. Yeah. Made some flapjacks. And didn't want to put the syrup on them yet because dripping all everywhere. So I made that, a little bit of that today. Tezzy, stop. God, he does this all the time. He's fine, and then, you know, every time I come in here, boom, does it again. All right, so I got a little bit of syrup. A little bit of syrup on here. There we go, yeah. Yeah, I already put some butter on there, so we got some, yes, pancakes. I put a little chocolate syrup in the mix, so yes, right. So how you guys doing? It's Friday, end of the week, and hopefully you guys are gonna have a good weekend. Extremely busy this week, and it's a long day today, so I'm gonna try to get some rest a little bit later. That's why I went on a little early, and still gotta do all my stuff at home. And yeah, so hopefully your guys' week's been going good. I don't know what if you've done anything, shopping or that stuff. Okay, so yeah, nice and fluffy. All right. Not bad. Should have put more syrup in, but it's not bad. A little chocolate syrup. I don't know what's your favorite flapjacks or pancakes. If you like butter, that's the next poll. What do you like with your pancakes? Butter, syrup, jam, toast, peanut butter, a lot of different things. Marshmallows, strawberries, fruit syrup, a lot of that. Whipped cream, all the above. I don't know, chocolate chips, blueberries. I mean, you can get real elaborate with pancakes or waffles, I guess. Pancakes are easier. Waffles make a mess when you have to do the waffle iron. Sometimes they're okay though. A little more firm with the waffles because they get a little crispier. Depends on how thick you make the batter, I think. And I have some just regular one, and this one you just have to add water. I've seen some, I think it's Bisquick, you have to add like egg, oil, water, sometimes milk. I don't know, buttermilk. That's another good flavor. Buttermilk pancakes. So let's see what else. Not a lot today. It was very overcast all day. The sun never came out. There was clouds all day. So it's kind of dark and dreary. Although I spent a lot of time indoors and in traffic, so yeah, it was not a fun day. Oh, well, at least I got it done. I only got about 5 or 6 more on this round of tests, and I got other things. And next week's going to be a busy day too. Got pretty much almost every day booked. Some of them double booked. And like I said, I am going to try and get down to on Monday, I'm going to try to get down to Deacon Dave's and do the Christmas lights. Film that one. The grand opening was actually tonight, but I didn't want to go down there on a Friday night on a grand opening day because there's going to be a lot of people in a big line and big fanfare. I'm going to go on like a Monday when it's like during the week and it won't be as crowded. Weekends are a lot crowded because everybody comes in from out of town and all that. And I think if I get there right as it gets dark around like 5 or 6 and go through there, there won't be as many people. Now, that could change because, you know, last year they did not have it. So I guess everybody's happy that they're doing it this year. And I'm curious to see what the theme is going to be and then how many lights they have. Every year they have a total of how many lights they do. Like 400,000 or 700,000. I don't even know. I think last time's was like 400,000 lights. Quite a bit. Spent a lot of time. They start putting it up in like October and all the way up until December. So a lot of work. They have a whole team. So it should be pretty cool. And let's see what else. Do a couple more reviews. I have to do a few. I have to go back and do another one. It's kind of cool because the one that I did get, Pizza Guys, they actually sent me the coupons for the free cheesy, what was it? Cheesy garlic rolls. I actually was able to get that, try those, and then they also sent me a coupon for a free pizza too, so I have to do that. But you can't use both in one, so do one time and one another time. And then they also have another item I think I'm going to try specifically for the holidays. It's not pizza related, but it is interesting, so I think I'll try that too. It's not that bad. What else? Also, the other stuff's just kind of slow right now. I know the holiday pie is back at McDonald's. I haven't got it here yet. It might take a little while. Some of these places, they roll it out. Some of them, they might not even get it here. I don't know. Sometimes it's a regional thing, and they don't always get it in every region. I hate that happens, but yeah. And I guess the McRib is gone. Not that it was around. I think it was only from November. So yeah, no more McRib. At least around my area. So I actually I had lunch there today, but they did not have the McRib and they did not have the holiday pie. Oh well. And then what else I got? Not too many. I know there's a couple new items. I might try them eventually. Wingstop's got a new flavor of wings, and then there was another one. I'm trying to remember. It's like all mix match. And actually, there's another one I might try. Mountain Mike's has a blazing buffalo pizza or something like that. We actually have a Mountain Mike's and a Round Table like right next door to each other. So that's kind of cool. And then we actually found out we have 3 Mountain Mike's and 2 Round Tables. Go figure. Back in the old days, man, this town was pizza and Chinese food. That was a majority of the restaurants. Then they had a few sit-down, like diner type things, and then like it was a Baker Square We had a, what do we have? A Lions. That's an old time one. Don't see that much anymore. And then we had a Sizzler, and was it the one Coco's, I believe it was. Just, the old sit down coffee shop places. And they've kind of gone away from those. They don't really have too much of those. We do have an IHOP, and we have a, I believe it's a Chili's. We don't have an Applebee's anymore. They got rid of it. But yeah, it's kind of the sit down, diner type things are kind of, they're not much around anymore. Most of it's all to go. All the chain restaurants kind of came and went. They had the one, what was it? Chevy's, I remember that. Fresh Mex, and those all went under. Marie Callender was here for a while, and then they all went under. Yeah, all our Denny's pretty much went away. I think they're actually bringing them back around here. So we used to have a couple of like local diner type places, and those all went under. Also, we used to have a lot of buffets, but those have gone. Don't have too many buffets. We have I think we have like one or two. We used to have a whole lot. We had a Asian buffet. We had a other ones. We had one of the Smoker Bob's. That was a funny one. Forgot about that. That's been gone for a while. It was like an old time, kind of really cheap food. The food wasn't very good, and kind of like a hometown, I guess, or Golden Corral, but it wasn't as good. That was here years ago. Then they had a place called the Railroad Station. It was like a railroad, actually like a railroad station. And then they had one called the Big Yellow House. I believe it was the railroad station. It used to weigh you. You go in and you pay based on how much you weigh. And some people didn't like that. Mostly for like kids. I think it was like $5 for kids, and like teens, and that was like $6. And then adults was like, $7.95 and up. That was pretty much. They didn't have the actual scale. They just had a range of things, and you stepped on the loading scale, like you're getting on a train, and that didn't last too long. I guess people getting weighed wasn't a good idea. Most people didn't like that idea, I guess. Especially since some people wouldn't take too kindly to being in the furthest range, I guess. I'm sure many many husband and wife probably had a bunch of choice words for each other. You need to go on a diet. You're costing me too much. When are you going to get down to the $6.95 range? I don't know. That would have been funny. Definitely would have been funny. Oh well. Yeah, and then I remember the one time when I watched Candid Camera, they had a prank, and it was I guess it was a buffet. It was like all you can eat. They did was they put a twist on it, and the people got mad. They would weigh them when they came in, and then they would weigh them when they went out. And depending on how much difference there was between when they came in, they I guess by the pound. It's like $1.99 a pound, and you ate 5 pounds, $20. And people were mad because they'd weigh them afterwards. And one guy, it was funny. One guy got on there and he says, "You owe me money, man, because I ate the buffet, but I had to stop by the bathroom after a while. I must have left a couple pounds in there. I don't. That would be fun though. Yeah, those kind of theme restaurants and the things like that. They're not as big anymore. I know they used to have all the what was it, TGI Fridays? They had all the stuff on the walls. What was that one? Rainforest Cafe, where they had all the birds and the animation. Chuck E. Cheese used to have the puppets. They don't do that too much anymore. Most of the place you don't want to be distracted by all the crazy stuff. I remember I went to this one place when I was in Arizona. It was called Ed DeBevick's. Kind of weird. You go in there and it was like a old 50s type diner. And the waitresses and the waiters would come around and they'd be like really obnoxious, and then they would like sing on the counter and give you a bad time while you're there. I guess that was the theme or whatever. And so I don't know if that would be very enjoyable if you go in there and guys are cracking jokes or insulting you or whatever. And it was just like, yeah, burgers and sandwiches and diner stuff. And I have heard that the one in Las Vegas, the Heart Attack Grill, if you don't eat your food, they spank you. That'd be a little bit rough. Yeah, and then they got those giant burgers. It's like single, double, triple, quad, octuple. And they're like these huge, giant things. And so there's no way you could probably eat one of those. Anything above like a 2-patty or 3-patty, I don't know how you would eat them. And if you don't eat them, you get spanked. And anyone that weighs over 350, I believe, gets it free. Now I think it's only a 1 or 2. Hey, all the way from New Orleans, guarantee. Start the party, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to make a dent on the pancakes. So yeah. Yeah, that wasn't there. Last time I think I went to, when I went there, it was like 2002 or something. So I have not been for quite a while. I don't know if I would want to go there. And those are like they're made with lard and, fried. But that's the appeal of it. Everybody wants to go there and get the super fat thing. And I heard it's not that great, but, it's all the touristy thing. You got to do it. You go up, see all the different sites. Go to the Heart Attack Grill. Have a heart attack. Or like on Saturday night, I'm going to have a heart attack. Go watch the Bears and the Bulls. And have a bunch of bratwurst. Todd's going to have a heart attack. But I haven't been there. I haven't been to Vegas in 20 years. So it's been a while. Maybe one day I will get back there, hopefully. I'm in California. Pretty much that's where I've been from. Last time, I think the last place I actually went was Reno. That's easy because it's only like a couple-hour drive up there. Vegas is like an 8-hour drive, or you have to fly. And nowadays, I don't know. I don't know about flying. I'm not into the being in a plane for a couple hours, having to wear the mask the whole time and cramped in the little areas, that's not fun. So I don't know that I want to fly anywhere soon. And Vegas is very expensive too. Much more than they used to be. Everything was comp, but now, forget it. Spend a fortune in there. Even if you stay like way off the strip. But maybe one day I'll get back there. Just not anytime soon. Yeah, like I said, last time I went to the airport, I think it was like 2002. And it wasn't as bad then, but now, forget it. Gotta like take your shoes off, take your, pretty much go through a screening process and all that fun. So yeah, I would not want to really fly. And that Vegas airport's not fun. Nice. Sounds good. Uh-huh. Elvis has left the building. Uh-huh. So that'd be cool. Yeah, I really haven't been to any of the big touristy places. Yeah, just a few. Been to Vegas, been to Hawaii, I've been to Arizona, but that's about it. You know, one day, maybe. That's cool. Actually, you know, when I went, that was funny. Last time I went to Vegas in 2002, it was one of my friends, they were getting married. They were getting married at the Viva Las Vegas Wedding Chapel. They got married by Elvis. And we went there to go watch the wedding. And it was on the internet back then. So yes, they got married by Elvis in the Viva Las Vegas Wedding Chapel. Huh. They had a lot of theme weddings too. One guy did back of the bike, came out riding the bike. What else did they have? I think they had like Star Wars. You could do like different packages. Probably like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, medieval kind of thing. 50s, I guess. Yeah, they drove out on the back of the motorcycle and the Wild Thing was playing. It was different too because I found out that even though Elvis married him, he was not an official. He was just a performer. They actually had a certified, I guess, justice of the peace or whatever. And they actually did the ceremony and they just signed the paper. Elvis just did the little, ceremony. Don't be cruel. You promised to love her hound dog and love her tender. That's kind of fun. They did have a while before they redid it. Hilton had a Star Trek. They had the Star Trek experience, and you can get married as a Star Trek character. That would have been cool, but nah, kind of trendy. But then they redid the whole thing and they took it away. They don't have it anymore. But that would have been cool. When I was getting married, I wanted to do the WWE ceremony, but that didn't happen. So I think that would be kind of cool, like they do the announcements. Now entering the ring. Let's get ready to rumble. That would be after, I guess. But yeah, they got a lot of different themes. They had a drive-through wedding chapel. They had yeah, if you want to get married, let's give me a hell yeah. Doesn't matter what you want. What The Rock says. Yeah, that would have been fun. It's all different now, I think. Actually, I heard they do not have 24-hour weddings anymore. I guess the city hall was not open 24 hours anymore to get a marriage license. I think you had to get it like a day ahead of time, or get it in the daytime, even though you could do the ceremony at night. But yeah, Vegas is definitely different now. It's like way bigger than when I went. Tazzy, what are you doing? Where are you going? Oh, stop it. Why you were... Yeah. He's bugging me. You were fine. Now go back to bed. Come on now, go. Go. Tazzy, go. He does this all the time. Every time I come on here, he likes to get into the show and bug me. So go sit down. No, Tazzy. There. Yes, he's a little bit antsy tonight. All right, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. No problem. Like I said, it's all good. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be on too long tonight, but we'll see if anybody shows up or whatever. I do have to be up early tomorrow, but not as early as the last couple days. So, all right, have a good one. Have a good weekend. Yeah, the last couple days I've been having to get up like at 7 o'clock. And even though I have to be there for 9, the traffic will not be bad on the weekend. So I don't know why they're doing it on a Saturday, but you know, it is what it is. So I think I can probably leave by 8 o'clock instead of 7. Get there. It won't be as bad. There will not be commute traffic. There won't be all that stuff. So yeah, it won't be half as bad. I wish they could all be like that. But unfortunately, going out there right in the middle of the commute time, and everybody's on the road. Now the weekends are going to be different because there's no commute, and it's not like a holiday or whatever. So that's the good part. And I have to do next weekend too. So I'll have to gauge how this one goes, and then but the good part is only have to do, that's the only thing I have to do. Some days next week I got like double books, triple books actually. One of them I got like 3 in one day, so that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I gotta weird, I don't know. But then that'll be good. And then like I said, I'm going to do Deacon Dave, go down there and check out the Christmas lights, and then I'll work on some other things. I've already done my tree. I've put that up and pretty much done the holiday decoration. Don't really do much decorating. A lot of people do Christmas lights, put up the inflatable Santas and all that. I don't know how elaborate you guys get. Some people really do. They have like all the reindeer and stuff on their roof, and like, what was it, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, where you got all the lights and all the animated things, and now the blow up Santa Claus and Frosty and all that. So yeah, it was funny. I was listening to the radio, the local radio show, and one guy was they were messing with this guy, and they said they were from the neighborhood beautification department, and told him that he had a inflatable, was it? I guess it was Frosty. He told him he didn't want him in there to take it down because it looked tacky. And the guy was like getting mad. And then he told him, if you don't take it down, I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna take a screwdriver and I'm gonna deflate your Frosty. And he started getting mad. He's like, if you come on my property, man, you're gonna get a whooping. He's like, oh yeah, well you just go ahead and try it. And then they went around for a little while. And then he told him, he said, okay, you're on the radio. We got you. Yeah, they like to do that kind of thing in the morning. All the morning shows. Or they mess with the telemarketers. Some of them are funny. Yeah, I don't answer those calls anymore. There for a while, we were getting a lot of them, but I don't get much anymore. Although I do see a lot of the spam calls and stuff that I still get a lot of emails, junk emails from all these things, and they want you to, you supposedly your account's, compromised. You need to change your password. You need to check to see if this was authorized in your name or not, because there's supposedly got a charge on your account of a bank that you don't even have. Yeah, all kinds of stuff out there. Must be 12 o'clock. Yep, it is 12 o'clock. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I just put out a video, so my nightly video's out. You can check that one out. Can't remember what it was now. I hate when I do that. Oh, I think it was a candy or something. I will check it after the stream. I get a little bit ahead, and I don't remember everything that I put out. But yeah, I've been working hard on all the daily videos and trying to get a little bit ahead. Trying to clear out some of the older ones. Trying to get the newer ones done. Trying to do like a mix of both. So if you notice some of the ones that the background's a little different, yeah, those are some of them are old. Filmed them a little while ago. I just been sitting in my phone and haven't put them out. And some of them, I didn't really put them out because they were just interesting items. They weren't anything, like really spectacular. And sometimes I like to put the new stuff out, or the things that are like limited items and new stuff that you gotta get out while it's out. Otherwise, you put a review out that's like from 3 years ago that they don't even have it anymore. But yeah, gotta keep up with the times. I know there's a lot of stuff going right now. New items, new exclusive items. Some of them are fairly new. I haven't seen too much new sodas or chips or anything like that. I think they're gonna wait till the beginning of the year, probably, to put out most of the new stuff. I know that here and there I've been seeing the new thing. They have like Hostess has got some new stuff, a few other flavors and stuff like that, and like frozen items and just. Hey, George Floyd. So yeah, I'll check them out and see what I can find. Haven't really seen too much, and I know there's a lot of stuff out for Christmas, and there's a lot of old stuff that I've already reviewed. Christmas candy, Christmas items, Peeps, yeah, peppermint, yeah, all kinds of different stuff. And I haven't seen any new items. I know they do all the Christmas stuff, the shape things like the Reese's trees and Snickers, Santa Claus, and um, yeah, malted milk balls and all. New zoo review? Yes, I do. Freddy the Frog, Henrietta Hippo. Oh boy, what was the owl's name? Can't remember the owl. Yeah, Freddy the Frog, Henrietta the Hippo, and then there was an owl, and I think there was one more. Oh, yeah, I haven't been to oh yeah, Charlie the Owl. Okay. I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in a little while. They're actually building one in my town, so nice. Oh yeah. I think I might have had that. I don't know. And I know they have Cheetos has got the snowflakes, white cheddar. Yes, and those were the humans, I guess, and the guy was like with a cheesy mustache. Yeah. Remember that they had all those kids shows, Mr. Rogers, uh, Electric Company, Captain Kangaroo, all those ones. What was the other one? Romper Room, that was local. All the old kids time. Forgot about those. Been a while. Haven't watched them quite a while, but I do remember the new zoo review and Great Space Coaster with Gary Gnu and the Gnus. What's Gnu with you? Remember that one? That was fun. So, yeah, they don't put those on anymore, I guess. Kind of a lost art. I mean, all the kid shows. Now they're cartoons, but all the kid shows, educational kid shows, I don't put them on anymore. I was back in the day though. And even the cartoons are not educational anymore. Yeah, no. But I used to watch Saturday morning cartoons always. They had Bugs Bunny Roadrunner, all those old fun ones. They don't put much on in the Saturday morning anymore. Yep. Well, apparently they were. Sid and Marty Croft, come on. HR Puffin stuff, come on, there you go. Talking Flute, Lidsville, the guys flying hats. Come on, that's Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, the Land of the Lost, all those crazy ones. They had to be on some heavy duty stuff. The talking hats. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah. Some of those were a little bit much. Electro Woman and Dyna Girl and whatever else they had. Can't remember all of them. But yeah, they said they weren't. That's not what it was about, and I beg to differ, but you never know. You can't. Don't know what they were thinking. So sometimes, crazy stuff. '70s, yeah. '80s kind of started sliding downhill. I like the old anime. They used to have, Voltron, Robotech, all those old style ones. And then they had all the educational stuff. I remember that Schoolhouse Rock and what was that other one? More You Know. Popeye. I don't know if they had that. Popeye was on What's the other one? Pink Panther and Underdog and all those ones. Those used to be on early. Pink Panther and what was it, Mr. Jaws? Let's see, the Catfish. Ant in the Aardvark. I remember that. Yeah, they used to have those. And then Wonder Bug. I remember Wonder Bug. Of course, Scooby-Doo. Can't forget Scooby. And you know what that was about. Come on, you know. Scooby and Shaggy were always, you know, having munchies. They're always, oh, wow, man. You gotta have some munchies, man. You know, come on. If a dog's talking, you know, and the other people, you know, are just walking around looking for ghosts. Scooby and Shaggy were looking for food. Yeah, they stayed in that mystery machine a little bit too long, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, all the back then, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, the kids never got it. It was kind of, you know, I didn't think about that stuff, but yeah, if you go back and look at some of those cartoons, it was obvious, but you know, undertones, I guess. And even I remember them saying things about Peanuts, the Peanuts cartoons. Yeah, and they were saying like, you know, Peppermint Patty and her friend Marcy, I think it was. You know, come on, you know, calling her sir all the time. Yeah. So we know about those. Yeah, but back in the old days, yeah, you just watched them. Kids didn't really pay much attention. They just watched them. They watched the cartoons. They didn't think about all the stuff that is. And then, yeah, later you go back as an adult and you look at it and go, wait a minute. That's not what that's about. Even, you know, if you look at Sesame Street, you know, or Bert and Ernie staying together and yeah, all that stuff. So, well, you know, kids were pretty much innocent back then. They didn't get into all the political and all that stuff that they do now. So a lot of that stuff would not fly right now. All these shows and stuff, they have to be PC. They're not going to show all that stuff. So I could see why they're not putting them on reruns. Too much flack over the content of it, I guess. And like even some of these other ones, they stopped putting them on. The ones like Archie Bunker and you know, some of the other ones, and then you know, they're not something that's good right now. But I know they just they want to make, you know, it clean. They want to make it wholesome. So some of the stuff, yeah, wouldn't go good right now. Just they have to clean it up. Even in cartoons I've been watching. You watch Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner. They take out the violence. Yeah, I actually watched the one and it was like Elmer and Daffy, and they didn't show him get shot. They just showed the gun being pointed, and then you heard the noise. They cut away, and then they come back. And you're like, wait a minute, what happened? Why is Daffy all black and has no beak? And that was part of the fun, but they cut that part out, the cartoon violence. And I think they're even gonna, I haven't seen the ones with the Roadrunner, and they're probably gonna cut the part out where the coyote smacks into the wall and falls off a cliff and all that stuff. I guess they don't want the kids to be exposed to that kind of stuff because they're gonna emulate it. But you know, Yeah, it was backwards. You know, I knew enough that if you painted a hole on a wall, you couldn't go through it. And I'm not going to try and drive my car through a painted on tunnel because I know I'm going to smack into the wall. But, you know, kids are still going to try it. You know, hey, if I'll paint a tunnel on here, I can go through it, just like on the cartoons. No, doesn't work that way. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, most of it's common sense, and sometimes, you know, you got to step back and say, hey, it's just a cartoon. It's cartoon violence, it's cartoon. It's make believe, it's not real. Ducks don't talk, rabbits don't talk. um, yeah, dogs. At least, and they don't walk on 2 feet. So, anyway. Maybe in a different world they do, but not here. But, you know, the kids can be impressionable, so yeah, just you gotta have a little bit of common sense. So, oh yeah, the chuck wagon for the dog food. You open up the door and then the little covered wagon comes down. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess when I was little, some of the stuff I took was a little bit literal. I remember when I was little and people were talking about having newspaper clippings. I thought it was like toenail clippings and it's like little pieces of paper cut up. You know, didn't know that's what it was. I was looking for little shreds of paper that they'd cut up, clipped out of the newspaper. Why would you clip out newspaper with the toenail clipper? So, yeah, oh well. Yeah, some of that stuff, a little bit too young, and you take things a little literal. Kind of silliness, but yeah, I never looked for the chuck wagon. Maybe they were. Some people still think there are people in the TV. They're tracking them, so you know they're a little bit paranoid. They say that the devices are spying on them. They can track you from the inside the TV. That's the other thing they're talking about, that they can put things in you if you get a shot. You know, they can track you. I don't know if that's true or not, but some people do believe it. So, yeah. And they also believe in, you know, aliens and, you know, a lot of different stuff too. So, I don't know that I believe aliens exist. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But they're not gonna come down here and abduct people, I guess. And send a probe. Yeah, that's the other thing. I was abducted by aliens and they probed me. Okay, Cartman. I watched that the other day. It was the South Park after the pandemic where they went in the future and all that. It was kind of funny. And what else? I didn't watch too much else. Not had a lot of free time to do stuff this week, so because I've been having to do the testing every day, and I'm on the road a lot. And by the time I get home, you know, kind of beat, and then have to go to bed and rest up for the next day. So hopefully after next week, it'll kind of lighten up a little bit. I'll get a little more free time, and then so it won't be as bad. But yeah, it's been really tough, and probably not going to be on too terribly long tonight because I got up way early today and I had to do a whole lot of stuff. I've been up since what, 5 a.m. So, and then I had to do a test, and then I had to wait till the afternoon and do a test, and driving all the crazy traffic. So, but I did get a lot accomplished today. That's one good thing. And then, like I said, next couple days. Yeah, so it's been tough. Although, you know, eventually when all this is done and over, at least a payday will be good. So hopefully that'll be good, and then I can then I could see about getting Christmas stuff. I don't know. Not a whole lot that I want to get for Christmas, so I don't know if there's gonna be all that. And by the time I get through all this stuff, there won't be much time before Christmas anyway. So I have to see about getting something. And I don't even know what I'm going to be doing for Christmas. I think we're going to have Cornish game hens for Christmas dinner. I haven't had those for quite a while. There is an old recipe, the Cornish game hens and stuff with rice and almonds. And it's got like a glaze. They're not that big though. That's the thing. If you've ever had the Cornish game hens, they're just little tiny little, like a mini chicken, I guess. So that's what planning for Christmas dinner, and hopefully if they come out, try to get some crab. But right now they haven't started putting them out in the stores yet. So they're talking about maybe by Christmas time. Only thing is, it's probably going to be really expensive. When they do put it out, it's probably going to be like $7 a pound. Not like before, it was like $3.99, $2.99, $4.99 maybe. But yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit expensive. Even if they have it, they might not have it this year again. Last year didn't get any because they didn't have them in the stores, and when they did put them in the stores, they were like $9, $12 a pound. So I wasn't able to get any last year, and I could understand. You know, no one wanted to go out, and yeah, so kind of got messed up last year. Basically 2020 was kind of the whole year. You just want to throw it away, just like forget about it. take it out of the books. Not much in 2020 was real good. It was kind of a bummer year, so kind of get away from that. And what else? I don't even think I'm going to make cookies this year. Normally I do gingerbread and I do sugar cookies, but I just don't think I want to do them this year. It's a lot of work, and I end up having cookies forever, and then they go to waste. So I don't think I'm going to do them this year. And maybe if I do, I'll get the store-bought gingerbread cookies, or gingerbread house, I guess. I always wanted to make one of those gingerbread houses kits. They got a lot of them. They got gingerbread houses, and they had all kinds of different. They had one that was ugly sweater cookies, and you decorate them up like an ugly sweater. Uh, Christmas Christmas trees, um, funfetti cupcakes. They have all those kits and stuff you can do. Gingerbread house. They had a gingerbread train. They have gingerbread ranches. Um, all that different stuff. It'd be kind of cool, but it is a lot of work. You got to be really patient, especially if you're really baking a lot. You make all those batches. A lot of people do like multiple types of cookies and put like a whole, like a tin of cookies together, different kinds. And I know a lot of people said, their favorite cookies are different ones, and it's like sugar cookies, peanut butter. What's those ones with the powdered sugar? Someone even did a potato chip cookie one year. I guess that's a thing. And then they got the rolled peanut butter, chocolate covered peanut butter balls. Seen those? What else? A few other things. But yeah, it's kind of tradition. A lot of people do homemade baking and do fruit cakes, fudge, candy, chocolates, cookies. They put them all together. Popcorn balls. And then they give them as gifts. Those are kind of fun. But it is a lot. I mean, you got to sit there and cook all that stuff for days, especially if you got multiple cookies and make batches of them. A lot of work. And it makes a mess, and then you got to clean your mess up. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, this year I'm not going to be doing anything elaborate or anything like that. I just don't have the time, the motivation. So, yeah, this week's been rough. All that stuff. So, hopefully, yeah, like I said, the next week or two it'll lighten up. I won't have as much. And like I said, I got to do next week. I got to do all that stuff, and it's gonna be interesting because I got like a lot of stuff out throughout the week, and then the one day I got to go do the lights, and then I got to do other stuff. Yeah, those. I don't like fudge very much because it is very, very sweet. You can't have but just a little bit, and then the rest of the time, like you said, you're not gonna do anything. It's way too sweet. It's overload. You only eat a little bit, and then that's it. It's like, okay, I'm good for the year. I don't need it anymore. That's why I think everybody gives it for gifts. They cut a little piece off and go, here, have some fudge. We don't want any more. Yeah. What was the one? The one that was supposed to be really Divinity fudge was supposed to be good. And the peanut butter and chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, with almonds and with cashews and pistachio and all this different kind of fudges. It's way too sweet though. Yeah, I couldn't eat very much of that. Kind of like those chocolate covered cherries. They're good, but yeah, can't eat too many of them. Very, very rich. And maybe I'll pick up a box this year. I don't know. Oh, okay. Why? Was somebody making bad comments? I didn't see any. But Good to see you, Paul. Yeah, I don't know. Normally, I haven't seen any trouble, but sometimes they do. So if they are, thanks for catching all that. Yeah, today is just it's a quiet night. Nothing elaborate. I don't want any big trouble. Some people like to cause issues and do stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I said. Just keep them nice and don't don't go overboard. You know, they don't even have that anymore. No more Bob's Big Boy. They finally closed the one here. I don't think they have Bob's Big Boy anymore. Oh, look. It's a giant tallywhacker. This is Austin Powers. Dr. Evil was inside of the Bob's Big Boy. With Mr. Bigglesworth. And Mini-Me. That was funny. I love that one. They need to make another one of those, but you know, I think Mike Myers is kind of like taking a break, I guess. I don't see him much in anything anymore. There for a while, he was in a lot of stuff, but now, I don't know. He's up in Canada, eh? Mr. Bigglesworth. In the Mini-Me. Nobody better mess with my Mini-Me. Yeah, so. Oh well. Yeah, I really haven't been. Yeah, ours closed a while ago. And you know what? I really don't go out to eat much at all anymore. If I do, I get it to go. So, yeah, I haven't had like a sit-down meal at least 5 or 6 years. I don't know. It's just not really the experience anymore. Oh yeah, the Austin Powers. Yeah, sometimes I could watch. I'll watch him stream it, I guess. I haven't seen him for a while. You know, that was that weird one. The weird thing about that was, I liked the second one the best. The third one, yeah. I don't know. Goldmember was okay, but the second one was, I thought it was more funny. The first one was not as funny. A little bit more about the second one that was. The freaking sharks with freaking lasers on their head. Is that too much to ask? I'm an evil scientist. Yeah, I don't know, man. If I had a layer, that's what I'd want. Frickin' sharks with laser beams on their frickin' head. And a place to put Austin Powers to death. Yes, liquid hot magma. Mini-Me. Yeah, I haven't seen that for a little while. Yeah. Lately, I really haven't watched much, really. I got a bunch of stuff I got recorded. I still got to watch it. Got to catch up on the Doctor Who. I got to catch up on a bunch of other shows and stuff. just haven't done it. When everything goes into reruns, I'll have time. They're gonna start doing all the Christmas stuff and stuff like that. Holiday season. Yeah, and then now they're doing all the Christmas shows, and it's not quite Christmas until you see some of the classic cartoons. Oh, Bowfinger with Eddie Murphy. I think I saw it. It wasn't that great, but yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. He had a bunch of real flops. Some of them just weren't that great. Was it Vampire in Brooklyn, Bowfinger Life? There were a whole bunch of them that just kind of eh. I think most of them he did them for the money. Best Defense. He said he did that for money, man. He didn't want to do it, and then he said, well, how much are you going to pay me? I'll do it. Dudley Moore a while ago. So, yeah, what else? About it. I was even trying to see if they had any good new movies out. I haven't really seen too many that I really wanted to watch yet. I did watch what did I watch? Been watching the new Discovery. They're only putting on one out a week, so kind of keeping up with that. Starting to get interesting. And then they got all these superhero movies. Now it's all about Christmas time now too. All these old sappy Hallmark Channel movies, they're putting those out all the time. So we'll see. What else? That's about it, guys. Not a lot going on. So I hope you guys are gonna have a good weekend. I hope everything is gonna go well for you guys. Get your stuff done that you need to do. Try to stay out of the craziness with the shops and the people. In the last couple of days, man, the traffic has just been horrible. So don't wish that on anybody. Today was bad because I had to drive home later in the day, and it was Friday. Traffic was really bad. So yeah, I can imagine if you guys have to do all the commuting and that stuff every day, it's not fun. But yeah, and hopefully you'll just get a little bit of rest this weekend. I have Sunday off, so yeah, that's gonna be like my day to rest and recover. But yeah, next week's gonna be killer. So I don't know. Need to rest up. So I gotta do a lot of stuff. A whole lot of lumps. No thanks, I'll help myself. Say, cuz, how many lumps do you want? Better give me a whole lot of lumps. Pete Puma. Yeah, old Bugs Bunny. Nothing like watching an old good Bugs Bunny flick. Pete Puma, yep. Want some tea? No, I want coffee. I think he was from New Jersey. Give me 3 or 4. Oop, I gave you 1 too many. But I don't think. Oh, It's no trouble at all, Mrs. Puma. I've seen that a few times, I think. All those old classic ones, you don't forget them. They only had him in that one. I wish they would have put him in more. Foghorn Leghorn. Gonna get your lumps, hey doggy. the little chicken hawk guy. And they had some classic characters on there, I'm telling you. I used to laugh at them. Some were not as popular as others, but there were a few. I would laugh all the time. I don't know. Guess when you're little, you're easily amused. It's funny. Now it's a whole different thing, but just simple. Yeah, or the other ones that they used to have. Honeycomb, sugar pops, corn pops. Oh, there was a bunch of other ones. Captain Crunch, although that tore your roof of your mouth up. Apple Jacks. I didn't care for Cheerios. But all the unique ones. Cookie Crisp. Tricks. Yeah, and unfortunately the new versions are not as good. They don't have all the chemicals and preservatives. It's all natural grain and whatever else. So, not as good. They don't taste like what I remember. I've tried the Monster cereals. I've tried, some of the other ones. It's not the same ever since they took all the sugar out of it. Got to be healthy for the kids, multi-grain. I didn't like, you know what? I liked the marshmallows, but I didn't like those little oat pieces from Lucky Charms. That's why I like, actually, they have the newer ones. They got chocolate. Lucky Charms where the pieces are like chocolate, and I think they had like strawberry. Marshmallow, all marshmallow. Lucky Charms and Frosted Flakes combined. Yeah. But anyway, they used to have a lot more. I think they kind of got rid of some of the ones that I remember. Yep. Or a pouch with sugar already in it. And then actually that's what I'm drinking right now almost. I have a Tang fruit punch. And it comes, well, this one comes in a little plastic container and you just add the water to it. So I don't know if you could see it. The fruit punch is Tang fruit punch. I got that at the grocery outlet. It's not bad. The Tang is not very good. Tang is like, citrusy, powdery. This one's not that bad. Actually, I put it in here. I shook it up in here. Really? Well, yeah, obviously everybody liked it with just sugar. Come on, Kids used to eat the cereal and get all hyper, and they'd eat cookies and all these things with all sugar. And then they said, hey, you know, that's not good for kids to have all that sugar. They get too hyper. You got to take them all out. No sugar. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the best. Yeah, it depends. Some of them aren't that great. Some of them are okay. Some of them have a funky flavor. And actually, I've been having to try so much of it lately. Oh my God. Ugh. I think I'm overdone on this artificial sweetener and yeah, all this ice cream that I've been having to taste, and it's got different blends and different things, and some have artificial sweeteners, some have brown sugar, some have other stuff in them. So yeah. But yeah, some of them are not good. And then that stevia and what's the other one? They got a couple of the Splenda. That's it. That's big business though. They got all those artificial sweet and low, equal, Splenda, stevia. And then they got this other one called Sugar in the Raw. Yeah, you know what? I never really cared for that much. I've actually seen some of those ones that you're supposed to bake with this Splenda, but that's almost too sweet for me. It's not a good flavor. But some people like it. And that stevia is way too sweet. And yeah. So yeah. All the good stuff now is they took it all away. Trying to make it healthy for you, and you know, not the same, but that's what usually happens. They take all the good stuff away and make it healthy, and then kids don't want it anymore. So they discontinue it. Okay. No more. Yeah, because I mean, when you think about it, some of that candy and stuff from back in the 70s, pure sugar, pixie stick, pure sugar. What's that one? Lickamade, pure sugar, ground up. Dip your finger in it. Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of stuff was just pure sugar. That's all it was. Rock candy. I have to try and find some of that. Yeah, Fun Dip. If you remember the rock candy, they would come in the crystals and use sometimes they're different colors. That is pure sugar. Sugar crystals. And kids used to eat that all the time. It's kind of cool the way they made it, but yeah, sugar. Plain sugar. Yeah, Fun Dips, Pixie Sticks. Yeah, it's been a Carnation. Yeah, they don't have that much anymore. Or was it instant breakfast drink? I guess what it was. I tried some of those. Oh man, I tried some of that stuff the other day. Ugh. I had to do testing of like the supplement, the ones that come in a can that you drink. That was supposed to be like was Ensure or Boost or one of those things. You know, the liquid things that's supposed to replace your meal. I tried one and it was blueberry acai, and yeah, no, it wasn't good. Fortunately, I just had to try them. I didn't care for that particular flavor that they had me test. Yeah. I like the regular ones, chocolate, vanilla. None of these weird mixes and stuff. But they want you to try them. They want you to give your opinion. They're coming out with all kinds of different flavors and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. They're going all these different routes too. They want to do plant-based and non sugar-free and protein and all that. Oh yeah, and I had to try turkey, ground turkey today. That was not very good either. I don't know. Coming up with all kinds of stuff and trying to improve it. You know, they need to go back to the old ways, I think. But they may not. So, let's see. Other than that, not a lot, guys. Tomorrow's Saturday. So, yeah, I'll see if I can go on for a little while. Saturday night. Hopefully we'll go on for a little bit and then, I don't know, maybe I'll find something good. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here tonight. I'm starting to fade, and it's been a long day, and I'm gonna try and get a little bit of rest today. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, really? Yeah. So anyways, guys, thanks for coming on tonight. Sorry I kind of have to cut it off. It's been a very, very long day, and I think I need to get a little bit of sleep because I still gotta do tomorrow. I gotta get up a little early and get a little sleep. So thanks, guys, for hanging out tonight. I know it was kind of a short one. Wasn't a lot going on. Hey, Trendorama, just starting to wrap up, and it's been like I said, it has been a long day, and I think I'm pretty much tired. So I will be back tomorrow if you guys want to tune in, and we'll figure out something. So thanks for hanging out tonight. I know that wasn't the most exciting stream, but I just want to go on for a little while, check in with you guys, see how you guys are doing, see what's going on. Always appreciate when you guys do come on. And let's see. Haven't heard any new things. Yeah, I'm about ready to go right now. So thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good weekend if I don't get to see you then. And stay inside, stay safe, and have a good one, guys. All right. So see you next time. I'm gone. All right, good night, guys.